Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Aegis Reclaimer. And this thing is monstrous in size. Now if you haven't seen one of these things before, they are just absolutely ginormous. If you don't know what it does, it's a heavy salvaging ship. Anyways, let's jump inside and I will show you the outside later on as a better perspective than, looking underneath it. But first off, we're going to go to... I don't actually know what's at the bottom here, but we're just going to go... I'll go cargo hold first, because I think that is the one that's right here. If I'm not mistaken. So, take a look. Yeah, I think it is this one, yeah. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so cargo hold. What have we got in here? Okay, this is literally just a really small cargo room. I mean, I'm assuming these are each like the grid snapping points where it all says like where it's all numbered on each side. So probably about maybe 30 to 60 SCU in here. I don't know, somewhere in between that mark. I know that's a big gap, but obviously I don't know what sizes you can fit in here, and you could probably fit some smaller crates in the middle here. But from my personal experience using this ship, I genuinely don't think anybody would use this this cargo hold unless they're like really looking for some extra room. Alright, so let's go to the salvage hold. I believe that's next. I mean, one of them is next. Yep, I was right. So again, if I'm not mistaken, this is again more component store, like not component storage, Jesus. Some cargo storage for mainly scrap, but this elevator. Oh, that's new. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, this is completely new compared to last time. I didn't know that this elevator was here. But where's the button for it? Where's the button? Why is there no button? Oh, it's right at the front here. Okay. Right, okay. Yeah, that's completely new. This wasn't here the last time. I mean, it was, but it just wasn't working. So I mean, that's new. I've never seen that before, and that's actually quite nice to have. But it's quite small for the amount of cargo that you can fit into the ship, and for what you would use it for, to be fair. To be fair, I genuinely, like, if I'm going to be completely honest with you, I think that they need to rework this ship. Like, before any of the other ships get reworked. Like, they've been talking about doing a 600i rework and things like that. Honestly, this needs reworked because it's just, it doesn't work anymore. Especially the need of, like, pulling cargo off and on the ship. It just kind of doesn't work anymore, like the way it was intended to. Unless, like, they can just drop the whole back of the ship out and, you can access cargo hold that way, but, Anyways, this is the main area where you would be working. I'm not going to show up there. It is literally just a balcony that loops all the way around. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing new up there. They've added fire extinguishers in here, which is nice. A nice little touch. I think there might be one up there or two, I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, yeah, so in here you can actually craft items, but not just craft items. Sorry, I'm actually trying to show you. There's not many items you can craft. Oh, okay, it's bugged. There's not many items you can craft on here. I don't obviously know, like, if that's just because I don't have many things right now, or if that's just a thing to come in future, or what. But when ship components become craftable, I think you might be able to craft them here. I think. I don't know. But this is recycled material and construction salvage that's required. So for these, so it depends on, yeah. But obviously, this will fill up the more salvage that you fill up into the ship. And then eventually you can make it into, I believe it's anywhere from like 4 to 8 to 16 to 32. Oh no, just up to 16, I think. 'Cause 32 would be way too big. But 16 SCU boxes to fill this entire place up and just stack them beyond comprehension. Anyways, you can call an elevator here. This is the cargo grid, by the way. But I literally have a picture somewhere where just every time I've seen this ship, it just doesn't, it isn't used. They don't use the cargo grid at all. So anyways, that's enough of this area. So now we're going to head into the habitation deck, which is this door right here. Now, there used to be a bug where, like, you could open doors and have them stay open, so you could get from here to here just by jumping or placing a box, which was quite fun, but, obviously that wasn't how it's supposed to work. Anyways, in here we have some, I believe these are supposed to be escape pods, if not armory lockers, but, I mean, I don't know why you would have armory lockers and airlock, but, I mean, it's kind of cool if that's the case. I mean, there's a lot of them, so it might be an armory locker. I don't know, though. I'm not going to go down here because I've still got the engineering room to show. So we're going to slide down here. Oh, okay. Yes, I love the ladder, yes. Alright, so in this room we have the engine room. Or at least I think it is anyways, because yeah, it is, yeah. Because this looks exactly the same to the one in Idris. It's just a little bit more industrial style and doesn't have like the smoky effect. I mean, it does, but not like, I don't know if you watch the Idris video, it has like smoke like leaking out of it. Like you can see it happening where it isn't like just fog. Like this just looks like fog. Anyways, there used to be an old maintenance terminal here, which I believe they've now, yeah, they have. They've completely removed it. They replaced it with the engineering room. But the funny thing was you could break into a reclaimer, right? If you were trying to just troll someone for no reason, just because it was funny, you could break in the back here, come down here, and they wouldn't suspect that you'd actually boarded. For some reason, like, nobody would ever come down here. And all you had to do was, when they were flying around, you could just come in here and press U, and it would just shut off the ship. Like, I don't know if it happens now, but yeah, it doesn't. But you could just press U, and it would shut off the whole ship. Every single function on the ship would just die. Again, they'd just turn it back on, and then, you'd come back, and same thing would happen again. You just keep on doing it. And they'd genuinely, I think they'd just log off. But I only did it once, and the guy, like, no, I did it twice, sorry. But the guy was, like, genuinely confused. He was looking around, and he actually did end up, like, very, very last before he did come off. He came down here and checked, and he was like, there's no one there. Because it was, I think they've changed the lighting in that room down there, because it was genuinely so much darker in that room than it was previously. So, yeah, when you come back up after that, you've got the 2 airlocks, like I said before. I'm assuming that they are going to be used to dock at stations or something like that, because there is a docking collar for a ship, but it's on the top of the ship, and I know exactly where to find it, but I don't know. I mean, it could be used for both, but again, yeah. Anyways, this is the captain's quarters, which again, this is a little bit nicer than most, because it is slightly decorated. Like, it does have decorations in here. And it has, like, its own little, like, snack hall and everything. It's a snack hall. It's not really a hall. It's just a wall. There is seats and stuff for people to sit and have a chat with you and things like that. There's lockers here. Do they act as one inventory? Oh, no, they don't. They don't even act as an inventory. What the hell? That's a first. Oh, okay. Thank you, door. Okay, so the wardrobe, again, is got clothes and stuff in. It's got, a nice... Oh... Okay, it's got a shower and everything. It didn't have to expose me again. Guys, you don't have to expose me every time I go on to the game. Like, every time I come into the captain's quarters, this is just ridiculous. Like, there's no need to tell people that I go to the toilet all the time, okay? Now, yeah, we've got a normal little bed where you can log off. So, we've got a nice window as well where we can see the arm of the Idris. The Idris? Talking about the Idris too much, man. The reclaimer. I believe it's the same on this side, but this is the bunks. Yeah, so you can see the window here. You got like sitting area here. It is quite dark in this room, I will say though. I mean, it does give off the like industrial vibe. But again, it is very, very dark. I know my brightness is on like 70 or so, something like that. So it could just be that, but yeah, it just feels a little bit darker than normal. Unless they've changed the lighting, of course, or unless it's bugged, but I don't know. Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of bunks here, so there's like, a room for 4 people, unless they're sharing beds, then there's room for 8. But in the bathroom here, we've got, oh my god, okay, it's not just me, thank god. But hey, I need to come and nick some of this stuff, because like they've got shaven foam, they've got, what is that? What is that? Can it read? Is it beard? It's beard wax. I mean, my character doesn't need it because it's a female. So, it's fine. I don't know why it's female, but it's fine. It is a bit messy though, like, Jesus. Who used this? But yeah, I mean, this is a lot nicer because it is decorated, but ugh. Ugh. Bro, why does my shower not have this? Like, why do I not have my Lynx Africa in the shower, bro? Come on, man. Like, I need that limited edition Lynx Africa, bro, because it's no longer available. Anyways, yeah. So moving on from the Lynx Africa stuff. There is these, like, seats that are dotted around everywhere. Like, you'll notice sometimes in the paneling, like, you can see, like, the padding along here. There's always, like, seats and stuff. But in here, we've got a mess hall. This is the only mess hall in the game, as far as I'm aware, that has ketchup, mustard, and salt. And vinegar, if that's vinegar. But I don't know. Is it? Or is it brown sauce? Or barbecue sauce? Or soy sauce? Oh my god, okay, Jesus. And then, wait. What is that? White whiskey? Bro, these guys are really chilling, like, my god. This is like one of the most decorated... Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This mess hall wins it for me. Out of all of the ships that I've done so far. Because not only does it have a bin, which is necessary, but it's also just... Even the mess, it's just nice to look at rather than nothing. You know what I mean? And then when you come through here, we've obviously got another side to this. Some more soy sauce and everything, and white whiskey. You know, they could have changed the white whiskey to something else on this side. Or maybe he's added different bottles or something, but... Who keeps on leaving this stuff half used? Anyways, yeah, so this here is the airlock I was talking about. This is where your ship would dock to the ship, and then you'd be able to get out. I'm not sure why there's handles on here. I mean, oh yeah, wait, this will go 0 gravity, technically. So technically you'd be able to pull yourself out using them handles. But coming down here, it's the same on either side, really. But we're going to have a look in here first. So this is a small engineering room, where in here you can have a little peek in, see some stuff. I mean, there's a white screen blaring over there, like, as you can see, but I can't see it, so it is what it is. Yeah, it's just a small engineering room with a little bit of components. And then this is the escape pod room. We've got 3 escape pods. Very nice. And then here, in this bit, is, I believe, the drone room. Yeah, so right here is your drone access room. So your drone operators and stuff. And here is, like, where the engineers would be and things like that. But, again... okay, if anybody knows, right? If anybody actually knows, because I don't know much about the drones, what the drones are used for. The only thing I know is that the Vulcan, the ship that isn't out yet, or one of the ships that isn't out yet, is supposed to be like one of the biggest use of drones. Like, it has one of the biggest use of drones. Other than like construction ships like the Pioneer, things like that. Is that what this is used for? Is that what these drones would be? Would they be construction drones, or would they just be salvage drones that would go out and then salvage for you? And things like, oh, like the drone operators would control them. Because I don't know what you would use them for in this ship. Especially when it has a massive claw that sticks out the front and salvages anything. So that was just my thought on it, but I don't know. I could be completely wrong. It could be something completely different, but who knows? If anybody knows, please let me know, because I actually do want to know. Anyways, this is the top turret. So this turret sits on the very tippity top of the ship. That's about it. I'm pretty sure that they are actually quite big size cannons as well. They're not small. But here we have the gravity generator, which, in my opinion, this is very cool. Just with the ominous glow underneath, it just looks so cool. I know obviously you cannot close this one, but even just walking through here and being like, la da 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 da, ooh, that's cool, and then just continuing on with the day, getting up here again, and then going, ooh, look at that, and walking on. Like, I look at these things all the time, and I'm just like, wow, that's really cool. Anyways, we're gonna go beat the elevator down, so I'm gonna just... Haha, made it. Right, so I'm pretty sure this serves no purpose anymore, because I don't actually know what it would be used for now, like, today. It's supposed to be like a giant scrapper, but the arm just goes to ships, and then it just goes and then becomes salvage. See what I mean? Like, it's kind of, it just seems a little bit weird that they would add that here now. Like, it could be used as more storage or something like that, maybe. So, like, I don't know. Which is what, this is another reason why I said that this ship could probably do with a rework. Oh, this is the old engineering station. Oh, this is very cool. I miss this. I miss these old engineering stations. But I'm probably stuck. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, nice. Nice to know. Anyways, these are some remote turrets. So let's see where this one takes me. Let's have a look here. Can I access it, or is it on the screen? Screen? Button? Hello? Okay, so we're not gonna allow me to... Nice. Alright. So, yeah, we cannot access it, unfortunately. It's a bit odd. Because I know you can access this. I mean, like, scanning station, remote turret again. Let's give this one a go. Oh, wait, it's just a button. You just click on the screen. There. Okay, so this one's on the bottom. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry, I can't even see it. Okay, I was going to say if I can see myself moving, but never mind. Anyways, this is the ladder I just came from. This is how you get into this part of the ship from here. It's a little bit of an odd way to get in to the ship, by the way. Like, it's very odd. Like, you'll see in a second, like, you've got to sit in this really weird pod. Unless they've changed it. And then... Oh, okay. It's gone. This is also another reason why they need to redo the reclaimer, in my opinion. So, the elevator is just a bit buggy. So we're going to ignore that and just let it come back up, and then I'll get out that way. These, again, I think are more escape pods for the captain and, like, anybody else in here. I don't know how many there is, but yeah. Now these, both sides are salvage operator seats. So when you sit in them, they give you a little nozzle that you can scrape off salvage on your ship, on the ship that you're salvaging. So you get this little thing, and you would just, well, you can grab things. So this is a track to be module, and then you can change it to a scraper module, and then eventually you could just scrape away at a ship. But the big fun part is being the co-pilot in this ship. If you have like a massive ship like the Hammerhead or the Idris or a Polaris or anything really, another Reclaimer, things like that. Obviously you've got, your pilot seat here. Your pilot seat only can fly the ship. It can't do anything else but fly the ship. Like you can only open exterior. Yeah, you can blow yourself up. And then you can turn the engines on, things like that. There's not really anything else that you can do in the pilot seat other than, again, fly the ship. Which is fair enough, because, I mean, I feel like some ships that are, bigger size would obviously, it would make sense to only have the pilot fly the ship rather than have all the control over things like this. So this is the big nice part that I really enjoy being, because it's very fun. But if I can find the button, there we go. And there's a button somewhere else. There is a button. Where is the button? Where's the button? Bro, there's a button somewhere that you press and it takes you into the thing. Can I not do it? Hold on. Let me just oh right, I cannot deploy it because the ground gear's down. But anyways, I'll show you it from out here. This big claw at the front would deploy out and it would fire a massive like gravitational beam field or something. I don't know what it is. But it basically just turns the ship into dust. Consumes it and then sends it to the back of the ship where it becomes salvage, and then you make it into boxes, and then you put the boxes to the side and then you sell them. Or you use them on stuff. But yeah, this thing is huge. Like, absolutely ginormous. Again, I think it needs a rework because this is such an old ship. Like, I don't think they need to get rid of the design. Like, I mean, keep it the same, by all means, and keep the amazing, like, design and the, I mean, like, the design anyways looks nice. Like, I like the design of the ship. It does look like a giant spider, which is quite cool. It's got a lot of turrets. So it's got one there, it's got one at this back section here at the back. It's got, like, a little PDC there, back there. And it's got the two at the back where we were just remotely accessing them there. And I believe it might have one at the bottom there as well, but I cannot see. No, I don't think it does. I think I told a fib. It does have two at the side there as well at the front, which is also very cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Yeah, the only thing I was going to say about the rework was, like, I think they need to redo it so it has more storage room and things like that. With it being such a large industrial ship. Like, and especially considering that I don't think this necessarily does anything anymore. But I don't know. I mean, it is just decorative, but for using all of this space for, like, a decorative room, it just kind of feels like a waste of space. Like, it's very cool to look at, but, like, you know, when you're trying to grind and get loads of storage in, I think most people would just prefer having extra, like, an extra salvage hold or something like that over anything else, really. Anyways, this is what I mean by rework as well, because, bro, like, this is the ways and means to getting down. Can't see anything. And that's it. That's how you get down. But yeah, this ship is, like, insanely detailed as well. Like, just the cables, the PDCs, the arms, like, the legs. Not arms, but you know what I mean. I mean, the arm. I mean, it's a claw, but still, you know what I mean? Like, the big turrets on them and everything like that. It's just an insane ship to look at. It's actually just insane. Right. Let's talk some specs, shall we? So, where can you buy this ship? Well, funny enough, you can actually buy the ship in two places. I don't know, I'm not actually entirely sure whether you can get one of these at Wicklow, or if you can get an upgraded version or something, or a skin from Wicklow. But if you want to buy them with AUEC, you can buy them in. You can buy the first place I'm going to mention is Hurston. Again, a new deal. It's 30 million, just over 30 million. And if you want to buy it in Levski, if you're in Levski, you can go to Delamar and get it there for 33.3 million. So it's a pretty pricey ship. And if you're looking to buy this with your own real money, on the store, if I'm not mistaken, this was around, give or take, on the pledge store, it is around $400 or $360, something like that. Which for such a massive ship, it's quite cheap. Like, I know it's 400, but like, for the size of some of the other ships that this thing can scale to, it's cheap comparison. But again, I don't obviously know if prices are going to go up or anything like that, but that's how much it costs as of like 4.72 to, or just before 4.8. Obviously there's been no news or anything that this is going to change. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. My bank account certainly hasn't enjoyed this video or any of the last couple of videos. So yeah, I mean, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.